Okay guys, so today we're gonna be fishing with like live baits right now, and then while that's marinating, I'm gonna be showing you what's in JD's box for 2025. Okay, so number one, we got the Googan Trench Hogs in this little bag. I'll show you what they look like. I'll get the bite on that one. It's in the middle of winter. Snow is stopping. There's the standard old trench hog. It's just a little standard old plastic bait. Very good for situations where it's like spawn situation, like any other thing. This is in my arsenal for the spawn. And if you guys like more tackle review videos, hit that like button. And there's actually goats over there. The neighbor's goats. One's a fainting goat, and it's pretty fun to scare. But next is the Fish Arrow JZ, and it's pretty cool. And then after that, we got these weird, funky looking lures. I don't know where they was from. I got them from a guy. And all this stuff come from a guy. Look at how weird that looks. If you guys know what that is, tell me in comments. But anyways, this is going to be my arsenal for like lake fishing, like Smith Lake, like deep, weird kind of lakes, if you know what I mean. Next is not one of my most handy things. Is toenail clippers, but you don't use them for toenails. You actually use them for like line cutting and all that. Then next we got some little, I don't even know what these are, but these little Zaco swim baits. They're pretty good for like chatterbait trailers and all that junk. They're pretty good. I might use them like any time, like pre-spawn, you know what I mean, when the fish actually start showing their faces a whole lot better. Next, we got some Deep Creek lures, some little fluky looking lures. That's what they look like. Pretty weird lure. It imitates a minnow, and the best thing about imitating a minnow is that everything eats a minnow. But next we got one of my favorites, and one of my best friend's favorites is this is Zoom Z Crawl Jr. No, this could be used for the spawn, just any other time, whenever I'm feeling pretty decent and I'm ready to throw them. And so after that, we got some of the weirdest looking baits that I've ever even seen. I don't even know. I just packed this in my freaking box, and it's just crazy. It looks like a hula tail grub, except for it has like hair on it. I mean, it just will eat anything during the spawn now. So I'm gonna check this rod real quick. They'll eat anything during the spawn normally, and some of these weird baits is only do a weird bait video during the spawn, during the bass spawn at least. But just not during the catfish spawn, because like catfish spawn is cursed for me. Like I cannot catch a catfish within a period like 2 months. But I'm gonna try to break that curse in a couple of weeks, whenever it is. But whenever you guys are seeing this video, it's like January 11th, probably the same day you're seeing this. And it's just pretty cold out here. I'm not gonna lie. But fine. We just lost the bait, but whatever. Gee goodness. No, we lost our lead. That's pretty decent now. So now we can just let that marinate right there. So next what we have is these another weird looking baits. Guys, I don't know what it is about me with packing weird looking baits. This is like hog lure or something. Pteropods and appendages, just get them over with. Next is one of my favorite lakes. I got a bite on at Lake Gunners Hill. I mean, the Cliffs Wild thing is pretty good. You see here, it's the Yum Crawl Poppy. Best bait right there, black and blue. Can't get much better. Next is my Trench Hogs right there. Zoom, trusty old Trench Hogs. This is one of the most trustworthy baits that I own. Well, these are the trench hogs. These are the lizards. But they'll be good during the spawn. If you guys like this tackle reviews, just keep on telling me yes or no in the comments. Next, we got some of the Googan baits. Googan baits, Bandito bugs. I ain't gonna take them out of the package right now. I don't want to ruin them. But next is we got one of the most accurate baits is the Zoom Super Fluke. You guys know what that is, so I'm sure with my fisherman. And then next, I got this weird looking minnow bait. Like this crazy. Then we got one of the trustworthy baits. It's the trench hogs. You cannot get much better than them in the spawn. And I got this out of a mystery tackle box, and I don't even know what this is. It's a contour worm by NetBait. And after this, we got the Crawl Juniors. Now, a wacky rig. You guys know I love throwing the wacky rig. It's just one of my most favorite baits. Next, we don't have taken these out, but the Googan's Lizard. A very weird choice, but I just love fishing with Googans. Most of the time, I'd fish with Googans, but next is them. Sugar crawls, can't go much wrong with those. Yum dingers, shutting my Davy Gravy. Sorry, my dad was about to yell. He's about to yell, and I don't want to be embarrassed and all that junk. Next is a live worm. You guys saw it for 1 second. That's right. But next, we're gonna throw this back out there. That was on one of my rods. Boom. Let that marinate. Right in front of me, the juice. Okay, next is we got. Now we're digging into some terminal tackle, and terminal tackle is hooks. Whole jumble up of hooks right here. I had them on safety pins. Try to get them free. We got circle hooks on it, and then the regulars, wacky rig hooks, normal, goats. We got my beads and all that in the same box. This lure is a killer. It's the Strike King mini spinnerbait. I had 2 bites on this the other day. Flimsy rod / Eagle Claw. Eagle Claw sucks for that. But next is one of my favorites. You can put them on a secret rig. And they're just the Finesse TRDs by Z-Man. Next is the more Z-Crawl Juniors. Next is these little, oh wow, these are quite the thing. Look at these little crawfish lures. Pretty cool. Just a very cool thing to have. And then we got a whole bunch of swim baits and all that junk. And then let me tell you, I saved up the best for last. Number 1, the scale. If a fish gets weight over 3 pounds, he gets to have his own video. Next is my favorite. We got the Trout Slayers. Absolute killers wherever you are. I dropped them in the water there. The split shots. And this is basically everything in my tackle box right now. And we've been having bites on this one rod, so I want to check it. Oh, man, something had it. Something had my bait, really. But next is my rods. We got a Lew's Mach 2 spinning rod, 7'9". I got one of those little weird looking purple Morning Dawn lures on it right now. I want to see the action on it. Nope. Pretty weird looking lure, ain't it? Somebody just fired a gunshot. I'm not sure who it was, but whoever it was, if it's on my property, I will know. And then that's I'll show you guys my other. If you guys want a rod setup combo, hit that subscribe button. So next is put all this up. Goats, Trout Magnet sponsor me. Love your baits. Guggen, you're pretty good too. Yum, sponsor me. Hashtag Davey Gravy Gang. And Power Bait Berkeley, pretty good. Anderson Bait Company, please sponsor me. I love your night crawlers. Mwah. Okay, then next, I want to show you guys the action on a couple more baits before I put everything up. So you guys saw the action on that. Now we're going to show you the action on the trench hog. The trench hog